Hey y'all, welcome back to the garden. Oh my gosh, if you are new to my channel, my name is Tisha. Welcome to Tea Time with Tea. And without further ado, if you watched my last video, you know we had some issues out here in the garden. We've had so many storms come through here and blow things around. The sun has baked my plants. So guys, hey, I know I've seen a lot of gardeners, we're all going through the same thing with this weather, hot and, sometimey and rainy and just crazy. So either your plants are getting too much sun, too much water, or too much of something. But at any rate, it is the month of July. Man, it's crazy. Right now feels like mid-April-ish out here. And this is at noontime. I'm done working for the day, and I came out here just to give you guys a quick update. So you can kind of consider this our July tour because June was a bust. I just had to give you guys a quick clip of things that was going on, but now we can have an actual tour, so I can show you some things. Some things new, some things are gone, just because of the weather. So I'm just getting off from work, so we're just gonna go cruise through this. It's nice, so this is a perfect time to do it. And I'm getting ready to water the plants, but I won't do that with you guys on here. I'll do that afterwards. So without further ado, let me show you what's gone. Okay, so the cucumbers gone. If you remember, we had some powdery mildew going on with them. With the heat, it didn't help, and guys, they just completely got taken out. So the only thing left in my grow bed over here, and my peppers were attacked too. So underneath the cucumbers, we had a severe problem with aphids and whiteflies. I couldn't see it from the top, and there was so much growth there. If you remember, just a little while ago, it was very bushy over here. So when I moved it, I saw where the aphids just kept coming from. So it was coming from that plant, and the sweet potato that was in the pot next to it was completely covered. So because I couldn't see it from the surface, it wasn't long for them, and with the heat, me not coming out here as often as I would like, because it was like 102 out here, y'all, no lie. The pepper plant, which I'm glad I got some peppers because we waited long enough for them to germinate. I was able to get some peppers off of it before I had to pull it. It was so bad, y'all. It was like barely any green left on it. So here's the grow bed. This is where the cucumbers were. Cucumbers are gone. My chocolate scotch bonnet is gone. And guess what came back? The Thai basil, full bloom. These little things are coming off their seeds, so I just let them go in there. If they, germinate or whatever, then so be it. But yes, so it came back full bloom. It smells wonderful, so I'm thankful for that. So now I know with the Thai basil, when it goes to these purple flowers and blooms, I can just cut them off. The bees love it, and then it'll just keep coming back from what I've seen. So that's a great thing. So this will be the home for the Thai basil. I'm thinking about putting some tomatoes here. I'm planting some more cucumbers because we absolutely have some time. However, I'm going to do a little bit of different structure for this. So these spiders are relentless out here. This is what I had for, I'm not going to bother you. Don't do me like that. I don't even want you. Anyway, so I had this. You're going to be moved anyway when I'm done. I had this to support the cucumbers that were coming outside of the bin, and I moved it over here out of the way because it was just too much going on. As you can see, we didn't do this grow bed yet, only because it's just been so hot. It's been hot, y'all. I can't even tell you. So I have not done this just yet, and then I had to get rid of that. We also lost some things over there, so we're gonna go check out that too. Our sweet potatoes that we put in the grow bag, that's doing good. If you can see all the little nibbles, Mr. and Mrs. Bunny have been over here nibbling up my leaves on here, which is fine. It's kind of keeping it from getting all wild and crazy. But needless to say, they're doing okay. Let's go through. Actually, let me take you to the trees, and then we'll do a full circle back out of here. Okay, so Hibiscus, update on those. They're doing much better since the treatment that I put on there, and also what my husband put on. So now you can see they've gotten a little bushy. They were thinning out. Look at all the spider activity, y'all. They are crazy, going ham out here. They're starting to come back full bloom and nice and green. But as you can see, if you can see all those webs, the spiders have been so busy, which I'm not complaining, because as long as they stay away from me, they're keeping pests out of here that I don't have any, I don't want to deal with. So that's good for me. All right, so the banana tree that my husband planted. Oh, look at this thing. Wild and crazy. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay. We have one more, and I'm gonna rescue that one in a minute. But our papaya has gotten very tall. It's getting up here, man. Like, it's huge. It is absolutely huge. So I'm enjoying that. As you can see, I have shade right here. This is the mammoth banana. I'm waiting to see which one is gonna sprout us off some more bananas. It has gotten big. If you remember it after Milton, the leaves were all torn up. Yeah, that's it now. It's massive. I know you're under there, my bunny. This is where it's getting in. It comes in here, but its favorite is to go on the other side over there underneath the shed. But I'm thankful for this shade here. I want to show you guys something too when we get past these trees. But still no fruit. Obviously, we're late in the season now, so hopefully next year these will bloom some fruit. Still nothing on these mangoes, but it's just getting taller and taller. It's just huge. And of course, look at this. I don't even need to go over there. Look how tall this has gotten. I mean, you guys, you remember how little these things were? They're like right up on me now. I have a feeling this one might fruit before the big one. You just never know. Nothing surprised me. I had a neighbor back in the day, and her tree was smaller than this, and it was loaded with mangoes. Just a little itty bitty little thing, and it kept giving off fruit. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one fruits before that one. I'm just saying. We've had it long enough, but we have a guest out there in the water. If you heard that, it's always something out there. But I wouldn't be surprised if this one fruits first. So this was the teenager. It's big, and there's the baby. It's doing this thing. It's getting big too, like just wonderful. My cassava is getting huge. It's over the fence now. Just lovely. Look at that, y'all. Yeah. So the benefits of the rain, it's been that. Now, my cactus, like I said, I don't know what's going on with it, but I think a fungus got a hold of it, so we may have to pull that up. I don't know what to give it, y'all. It's just, it should have been bigger by now. One of the storms knocked it down, and it's just remained down. So we'll see what comes about of that. The present that I want to show y'all, which I'm very thankful for, is my lemon tree. We have blossoms. Look at this. I could not believe that. So very good. It's liking the area. Look at the spider on here too. Y'all just everywhere. I guess that's a good thing. But look at the blossoms, y'all. Very, very nice. So that was a nice surprise. I came out here this weekend, and I was like, oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting it to blossom this soon. I thought it was going to take a little while, get a little bit bigger, and then maybe, we'll see something. So that's what's going on with that. Now, if you saw in the last video, I pulled up my corn because the sun absolutely cooked it. The cobs were about this big, but just with the heat, I couldn't even water it enough. It just dried out. I didn't put the shade over it because they need the sun, obviously, but it was just too hot, y'all. It really was. So the corn is gone. We'll go there in just a second. Here is the last of my zinnias. I will put some more flowers out, but this is it for me right now. This is completely it. The storm blew down the other ones because you know they were nice and tall and just beautiful. The winds completely took them out, y'all. So that's the last of my zinnias for now. Here's my ginger. Ginger's still intact, looking good. Okay. It should be almost ready, but I see some more shoots coming down there, so maybe not. There's some more down there. Yeah. So there's my zinnias and my ginger. This papaya is getting big, and I think something's going on with the leaves here. I'm not sure what's going on, if it's getting too much of something, but the other one's not curling like this. I don't know if that's heat or just brand new leaves, so I'm gonna monitor that, but it should be big enough that we can pull it out of there. It is actually a little bit bigger than the one that I have here when my dad gave it to me. So we should be able to pull that out of there. And the leaf of life is always doing good. It's always doing good. I need to make me some tea from here. But as you can see, it's nice and thick back there. This is a very low maintenance plant. To be so medicinal and healthy for you, it's very low maintenance. So I really don't do anything to it. Just make sure it's watered. And I talk to my plants. So the beans that were over here with the corn, I did harvest some. If you got a chance to see, I did get a couple of pods. All I did was recycle them. I just threw them back in a pot. Here they are. But again, the sun has been baking them. It's trying to flower, but I don't know if these are going to make it either. We'll see. But at any rate, we're going to plant some more corn. This is where the corn was. I pulled it all up and I added some soil here to get it ready. And on the day that I did this, it was extremely hot out here and I almost passed out. So we're going to put some more corn here. Our butternut squash is doing something. It's doing something. So we're just gonna keep waiting on that. The area where a lot of my goodies were, I took a lot of the bush from the banana leaves that were falling during the storm. I took those and some other debris and some grass clippings, and I threw them here in preparation to plant some greens and some other things here. But of course, with the storm, this got blown down, so I just took everything up and sat it here for right now. So we have a lot of work to do in the garden, and we're gonna do it. So that's that. My zinnias were here. They're gone. Okay, this is what's left of my tomato plants, and I don't feel so bad, y'all, because every gardener that I've seen within this season right now, the tomatoes are suffering. Even some that are shaded, they're just absolutely suffering. And you know, that's just what we're dealing with. So what's doing really good is my basil, but I'm gonna get to that in just a second. This is the early girl, and that's the one that's left on this side. The beefsteak, y'all. Spiders are here, but I just, you know, it's not their fault that it's hot out here. But this is what's happening here. I don't know. It's leaning. The storm blew it over. I tried to sit it back up, but I don't know if it's gonna make it. You know, I have a backup. I don't even wait on those things. I have a backup. So we'll do that, but it'll obviously be early in the morning, not right now, because now I said it was breezy, but I feel the heat on my back. So anyway, my pepper, this one has gotten eaten up from, I did harvest the pepper off of here, but it's getting eaten up. I got a little whitefly activity there in a little bit, but the storm blew it over, so now the pests are after it. So I don't know if it's gonna make it. I'm gonna spray it tonight, but if it doesn't, then you know, I have another one on standby. But this is heat. You see the white flies? Look at them flying. Let me pinch this top here. I don't want that basil going to seed, but the basil's doing good. So I'm thankful for that. That's doing really good. I'm gonna water them because it's a little droopy from today's heat. But that's just the times we're living in, y'all. It is hot, y'all. when I say hot, it is hot. And we're not even in the height of summer yet. Okay? Whew, y'all, the watermelon. Oh man. There it is. It was doing so well. But I'm telling you, like, this heat is terrible. Look at that beautiful spider. I don't know what kind it is, and I don't want to get too close because it might be poisonous. But that's been the spider. They're new to my garden. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere. So, but anyway, this is what's happening with this watermelon, y'all. So I'm gonna move them out of the way, just scurry them along, and then we're gonna deal with that. Okay. I may have a visitor in my yard. I don't know. I see a hole back there. I don't know what that is. We'll figure that out later. Hopefully it's not anything that's slithering. Anyhow. The other tomato plant that I had is here. I pulled up the cantaloupe because the storm blew that away. So that was done already. But this is what we're working with, y'all. My banana plant, all that got burnt up. I see some peppers down there, but they're red. That means they're hot now and they're not sweet. And look at this polo pepper right here. So I'm going to give them some water tonight. I'm going to go ahead and water these. And maybe with a little bit of love, some fertilizer, it might come back because that one's still fruiting. And that's where I harvested my first peppers from, which is really, really good, y'all. Okay, so now we're from the tragedy. Let's look at something happy. Our pigeon pea plants are doing outstanding. Here's this one. And they're very heat tolerant, although I know they're feeling a little pressure too, but they do better with the heat. They're more tropical. So this one's doing good. This one's doing good too. But like I said, these are heat tolerant plants, but they feel the heat right now as well. So, but they're doing very well. Look at this. Look at the stalk on that. I planted that seed. Look at it. All right. And then these are my pepper plants, y'all. Look at this. They're loaded. One fell down. Oh, goodness. I know the storm did that. But it's loaded, y'all. Look at all the peppers on there. So, hey, I'm not complaining. This one is getting its act together, but unbelievable. That thing is heavy. Absolutely heavy, but it is loaded. So we have some small victories in the garden. But just being out here uncovered, you just have to deal with some of the things, and even sometimes having shade, you still just have to deal with it. So this is my second or third, fourth. I'll take this now since I pulled it. My leaf of life. This one's doing really, really good. And that one volunteered. Most of all of these, if you see them just scattered through the yard as we go through the garden, they're volunteer. I did not plant them. The only one that was planted is the tallest one there. And everywhere this leaf lands, there's going to be a plant. Always volunteer. All right. My other pride and joy, my avocado. I love this baby. Look at that. This was a volunteer too. Look at these big, beautiful leaves, y'all. Goodness sakes. Oh. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so the tragedy here. Oh, and my callaloo got burnt up. So that is gone. When I told you the thing blew down over there. It was here. So I dug this out. I am putting something else here, but it's going to be another grow bed. And I will grow more callaloo in that because the bunny likes that, which is fine. However, we want to eat it, so I think it'll be better inside a grow bed, just for added protection too. And then with that, I can clip on a covering when it's hot like this to protect them instead of it. I had shade, but that didn't, it's not secure enough to keep the sun out like I wanted to. So that's that. I see my my poor little compost bin is about to explode over there. So we'll visit that another time. We won't make that a part of this garden tour. I just want y'all to see what happened, what's gone, and what's here, and what's new. So that's that. Oh, the pineapples, y'all. Let me show y'all. Like I said, that wasn't supposed to be the telltale. And look at those chilies. Hold on, y'all. I got to dig that Spanish needle out of there. I don't want to get rid of it, but I want to get to those chilies back there. There's a bunch of them. The pineapple is actually doing pretty good. Very thankful for that. Look at them. Moving them over here, listening to my app and uppotting them was a good idea. They're doing very well. Minus a little weed activity, but again, it's been raining, so I haven't really been over here to deal with that, but I will. But that was the first one that I planted right there, and look how healthier, much more healthier that it looks now. They all look good. Yeah. They're all doing very well. Okay, so that's that. Thankful for something, because y'all, it's been rough out here. It has been rough. So now you're seeing the sad part. Let's get to the happy part. Okay, so you all know I harvested my cabbages. I was so thankful for that, and they were so delicious, y'all. Let me tell you something. If you're a cabbage lover and you have at least 2 pots you can put somewhere, planter pots, put you some cabbage seeds in there, baby, and grow your own cabbage. When I tell you that cabbage was delicious, it makes store-bought cabbage taste like newspaper. So, without further ado, since we ate up our cabbage, you know I planted some more. I mean, goodness sakes. Look at this. These are my seedlings. I am going to separate these. It looks like the sun got a hold of that, but at any rate, I mean, you can't protect every single thing. That's why I planted so many. I hope to at least get 5 out of this. Oh, and speaking of getting something, this was our bok choy that the sun completely baked. All of them, because of course we didn't take them out there and they had to stay under here for a little while. But this one's coming back. If it comes on, I'll just grab it, cook it real quick, and do something to it. But yeah, I planted a lot of cabbage. So I think I planted a Copenhagen. I wonder if I planted all Copenhagen. I can't remember now. But I remember making sure I put plenty. I want to say one of these might be a purple. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, only time will tell. But at any rate, I wanted to make sure I had enough so I can at least get at least 5 cabbages. Okay? So, my cherry tree is still doing good. I need to find somewhere to put it, and I just haven't found a spot yet. But it's getting big. It's just doing its thing here. My time is going crazy. My other time is going crazy. I always come out here and just clip off of this and cook. This is the pepper plant that I got to replace the one that's over there. And this is the tomato plant I got to replace the other one that the wind blew down. So, that's that. And then, without further ado, this freaking green stalk is going crazy, y'all. Look at this thing. This is my broccoli rabe, which is getting choked by my morning glory. We're going to have to reroute her somewhere. But that's the broccoli rabe. I definitely don't want you going to seed. I'll do that in the morning. But we're going to be making us a salad maybe tomorrow. Look at this lettuce. Beautiful, beautiful. Swiss chard. Oh my God. Look at my turnips down there. My carrots are coming out now. What a beautiful lettuce. This is my pepper to replace the one that died, my Scotch bonnet. Absolutely beautiful. It's a lot of spider activity over here, y'all. I don't mind because of the little flies and pests and stuff. But that morning glory has wrapped itself all around this. Goodness sakes. It's huge. Look at my leeks down there. There's some more Swiss chard, the Shasta daisies. Oh, and I planted a cherry tomato in there in one of the pockets because I was trying to remember where I left the pocket open for the time and I couldn't remember, so I just waited to see what was growing first. I didn't want to plant something on top of something. And I just drop the cherry tomato in there. And this is kale. I dropped that in there too. I believe I left one more or two more pockets. Wherever those are, then I'm going to put the thyme in there, because I just couldn't remember. Even with the video, I still couldn't remember which one, because I stacked them kind of different. Let's see what's else up there. The eggplant, I only see just a little, and I can't really get to it now. Maybe you can see it a little bit in there, because the Shasta, well, not the Shasta daisy, but this Morning Glory is bullying everything over here. Oh my gosh, there's a radish right here. Yeah, it's looking good. And my cilantro is there, so that looks good. Yeah, so it's doing good. This is broccoli rabe up here at the top. I put it there because it grows straight up, as you can see, and that's why I put that on top. But this Morning Glory is going haywire. Like, it's everywhere. And I haven't even gotten any flowers yet. Oh my God, y'all. So that's that. I cut down a lot of my tea. The bush, it is like going crazy. Let me put this down, just in case I need a free hand over here, because, honey, things are crawly and everything. Oh, and let me tell y'all something. Speaking of crawling, so I didn't post on Father's Day because, you know, I was doing a whole lot of stuff going on around here. But I will tell you the truth, and it's belated, but to all your fathers that watch me, I hope you enjoy your Father's Day. To you ladies, it's good to have somebody to protect you, okay? Especially when we out here in these gardens and stuff. I had an eventful Father's Day weekend. Y'all, a snake got in my house. My grandbaby was sitting on the floor watching TV, and the snake was in the house, okay? When you are with somebody and they're your protector, you let them protect. My husband had to come and get that snake. Let me tell y'all something. You can't be with somebody and y'all both hollering and screaming, okay? We both can't be squeamish. So I grabbed the grandbaby, sent my daughter outside to go get my husband. He came in, he cornered the snake, and then I went out. He sent me out to get his machete. Baby, my husband came in and chopped that snake head off. Daughter cleaned up the mess, threw the snake outside. Bird came and got it. But let me tell you something. Your protector can't be squeamish, and we all can't be in here screaming. Somebody got to handle the business. Honey, my husband went on out there and got that snake. Not today. But the snake got in the house, y'all. I still don't know how it got in there. We were thinking when my oldest daughter went out to get our grocery order, when she opened the door, he must have came in that way, because I'm like, where did the snake come from? Okay? So I knew something was up, so I'm very cautious coming through here. I don't have my boots on, but I am, just treading through here. I'm going to give you just an aerial view, because I'm not going over there right now. But I did see a snake in the yard a couple weeks ago, but it was running from me, so that was it for me. But anyway, what I can show you, because I did cut down a lot of the tea, it's dried now, so I'm going to try to put it in some containers, so I'll have that during the winter time when this isn't so bushy. But you get to see my rosemary. Look at that. Yeah. And if you have been with me for a while now, you know when I planted that, it was just a little itty bitty plant. That is the rosemary. So when I cook, I just come and cut what I need from it. And, and this is the Lippia bushy. This mint is outstanding. It makes wonderful tea, y'all. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites, and I like mixing the Lippia bushy with the rosemary. It makes an excellent tea. My fever grass, lemongrass, is right there in the middle. And then the blue vervain, which I'm going to come and just cut that up like that, because it just grows wide. That's why I put all of them together, because they don't overtake each other. But tea needs space to grow. I want to show y'all those onions, but we'll do that on the next video. They're doing okay. I can't say they're doing their best because I haven't really been over there. Y'all look at these spiders. Oh my God, my husband will have to get out here and spray. I don't mind them being in certain areas. I don't want them by the doors or underneath here. Yeah, they're trying to take me over now. Oh goodness, they everywhere. So that's the little mini tour. It could have been a little bit more detailed, but again, y'all, some of this stuff has been taken out. So the plan is this weekend I will be occupied doing some things. So the following weekend I will bring you guys back into the garden, and then we're going to, you see I'm sweating now. Told y'all it was hot out here. It's breezy, but it's hot. We're gonna go ahead and get our collard greens in the yard. Bring that back to the garden. Let me get over here a little bit so you can see me. We're gonna bring the collard greens back into the garden. It's a different variety from what I had before, because that one, I think it got crossbred with something, because it looked like it was collard greens when it grew, but as it got bigger, it looked like it was kind of like a cabbage or something. So I think those seeds were mixed up or something. Not traditional looking collard greens. So yeah, they were a tough variety. And that's why I let the insects have it, which was good for the garden for a little bit, but you see what happened, the heat took it out. So we're definitely putting something else over here. I'm thinking tomatoes, the cucumbers. I may share that space with the watermelon. I may do something a little different. I'm not giving up on that watermelon though. As you can see, it still looks good. It's just with the storm blowing everything around, it tore up the tendrils. So they're dying off now. They're popped. So there's nothing we can do about that. That's just weather and heat. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do that. And we have a couple of things we want to bring back to the garden. But corn, yes, we still have time for corn. So I definitely want that. I'm doing another variety of cucumbers. I'm doing pickling again. And I have just regular salad slicing cucumbers. Tomatoes, obviously, because we're in that season for it. And I'm planting some more peppers. So that's what we got, y'all. Welcome to the month of July. Here's the garden tour. The bunnies are doing good. I haven't been taking any pictures of them lately, just because of the heat, but I'll peek out. They come out every morning. They never miss breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're always out here. So yeah, that's what we got going on. But thank y'all for chiming in. We got work to do, y'all. We got work to do. Oh, we got work to do. So we're gonna get it done. But look here, we got some new things in the garden. We got lemons on the way, which is outstanding. If y'all know how many lemons I buy in a month, I need another tree, honestly. We eat lemons around here. I make fresh lemonade all the time. And you know, I love it in my tea, just everything. I use lemons to make pound cake with, so it's I need another tree, y'all. I need another tree. But anyway, that's what's going on. I'm glad y'all stopped by. Thank you for coming in, and we got work to do, so we'll be doing that here soon, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, bye.